What's poppin', guys? We are back with another video, and it saddens us to have to let you guys know that Nick Cannon's youngest son, Zen Cannon, has passed away from a brain tumor at 5 months. Nick Cannon's rumored girlfriend, Alyssa Scott, and we say rumored because we're not sure if they're together, but this is the mother of Nick Cannon's youngest son, Zen, and this is sad news, man. Y'all look at what Nick has to say, and let me warn you, it's hard to watch.
Because there's, so much going on in the world, and I had a tough, very tough weekend. But it's like, before I even get into why, I always, we go to the pick of the day. And I gotta show, this is the pick of the day of my youngest son, Zen Scott Cannon right there. So, probably before the show started in the summertime, Zen was born in June, on June 23rd, actually. And, it was a great day. Actually, y'all know I got a lot of kids. and Zen's my youngest, and it was so exciting. And I did the introducing Zen photo, and so during the summer it was really exciting, but I always noticed as he got 1 month was great. By the time he got 2 months, he was just like the most loving. We called him Z chillin'. He was just always smiling, always having just the most beautiful spirit. But I always noticed he had a little, to me, it felt like a sinus thing. It was like a cough. And I just wanted to check it out. Sometimes early on we thought, because babies get fluid in their lungs and stuff, so we thought, he'll cough it out, and that's what they would say. But he always had this real interesting breathing. And then, by the time he was 2 months old, I noticed he's just the cutest little boy. Has these big eyes. And I also noticed he had a nice sized head. He had I call it a cannon head. All my kids got really nice round heads. Rock, roll, golden. Everybody had, even me, I had a real Cabbage Patch Kid type of head. So we didn't think anything about it. He had a normal cannon head. But I really wanted to, take him to the doctor to get the breathing and the sinus things checked out. So we thought it would be, a routine process. And we went in just to check his sinuses, and they actually said his sinuses were pretty cool. But then by the time we found out that he had another condition, and I think it was called, if I'm not mistaken, but it was where it was fluid that was building up in his head, and that was the cause of his head was starting to get big. And when we found out it was more of they called it a malignant tumor in his head. And so immediately we had to have surgery. It was brain surgery. We put a shunt in his head, and we were hoping for the best. And, the shunt would go down. It was like a tube that would go inside and drain all of the fluid out, so his head would be normal, and he would be able to function. But then the doctors were concerned, and when I say, I have to thank all of the doctors at the Children's Hospital of Orange County, CHOC out there. They were beautiful nurses, the people, Trinity, the hospice care, all of those people. They've been and they were really educating and kind of letting us know everything that was going on. So we were faithful and hopeful for that time. And then it, was carried on. He was still just playing with all his brothers and sisters. We got to get an opportunity. I embraced every moment because of, something like that. That was even them with all the other kids. And I just got an opportunity to try to spend as much time. And I really want to say I'm so grateful to my entire family for coming together during this time and being so loving and not judgmental of me or any of those things. And I really have to say Zen's mom, Alyssa was just the strongest woman I've ever seen, because she never had an argument, never was angry, was emotional when she needed to be, but was always the best mom and continues to be the best mom possible. So I got to say thank you to my entire family, but specifically to Alyssa. And Thanksgiving, because up until then, he was just like all my other kids, just loving and fun. But Thanksgiving, we had a interesting turn. And the process sped up, and ultimately, if anybody knows how cancer is, it was cancer in the brain, and the tumor began to grow a lot faster, and so we knew that the time was. So, this weekend, I made a valid effort to spend the most quality time I could spend with Zen. And we woke up on Sunday. Got to spend the weekend with them and spend the night. And we woke up on Sunday, and I was like, I just feel like I want to go to the water. We're close to the ocean, and we kind of got a chance to go to the ocean. And usually on Sundays, I kind of handle everything I had to handle with the family, and then I fly back to New York. I rush back so I could be here for you all. And so, but I wanted to make sure that, I had allowed the sun to rise and, kind of hold my son. And in the having the last, holding my son for the last time. But it was a beautiful setting and even to spend that whole day. It was interesting because even as I was holding him, I was still preparing my day as it normally went to come back and, come here and still, I didn't know what it was gonna be, but even by the time I got in the car and was headed to the airport, I had to turn around. And I turned around, and not only did we get to see the sunrise, but we got to see the sunset too. And I didn't know how I was gonna handle today. I didn't know how, but I just really wanted, I wanted to grieve with my family. You know what I mean? There's no people who love you. I love you too. And I didn't want to make it about any pageantry or any of that type of stuff, so it kind of went back and forth for what I should do, but I felt like, I was always talking about, you don't just go through it, you grow through it, you keep pushing, you know what I mean? And I have so much faith in the Lord, I have so much faith in God, and I never, people were often telling me I should pray for miracles, and I did pray for the miracle. I prayed for the miracle of God's strength, and that's why I'm here with you guys today, because I know, he puts the most and heaviest weight on the shoulders of his strongest soldiers. So I'm here to show that I can fight through this. I'm feeling it, I'm vulnerable, I'm open, y'all, but I'm gonna make it through, and this is a special show dedicated to my beautiful son,
Man, we would like to take this moment to offer our sincerest condolences to Nick Cannon, Alyssa Scott, and their entire family. R.I.P. Baby Zen.